Milwaukee, Wisconsin on a Tuesday night at American Family Field. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. The race for the division continues to heat up as two of the best square off next. Brett Anderson gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
First offering on its way. Hit in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. One down.
Batting second, the left fielder, Chris Bryant.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. Pitch on the way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Ground ball right into the shift. Garcia has it on to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Just getting underway here in Milwaukee. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Two is a changeup that misses 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has a read on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Alec Mills will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Stepping up is Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Lorenzo Cain.
The pitch. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
2-0 to the Brewers center fielder.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Now the 2-1. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So here's Avisail Garcia as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
That is good. The left fielder, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Racing back the center fielder, and it's gone. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Batting full. The second baseman, Keston
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura.
Yura.
As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. Daniel Vogelback would be next. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Second inning coming up and Milwaukee's off to an early 1-0 lead. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Hard liner to center field. King is right there, one down.
That is it. The shortstop, Javier Baez.
No one on with one down, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. First pitch on the way. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. And 2 quick outs here in the second. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him.
One ball, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Garcia gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here comes the first baseman, Daniel Vogelback.
Number 20.
Now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting six, the third baseman, Travis Shaw.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Last night a big one for him as he drove in 6 runs. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count.
1 ball,
1-1.
strike.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 289 is the average coming in. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
That pitcher's got to be shaking his head right now. You got to tip your cap right there. I'm still always impressed when offensive players are able to come out of the zone and still be able to make hard contact.
Standing in now, Brett Anderson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Ready with the 1-1.
Ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The set and the 2-2. This one's down to third, and the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Brewers strand a couple. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Here's Jake Marisnick. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnik.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Up next, Alec Mills. First offering on its way. To third. Shaw gloves it. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout. At the plate now is Matt Duffy. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And that one yanked just foul. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia fields it cleanly. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. Now here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Get Weekly back to the mound. And there's one down now. So here is Avisail Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Garcia.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
No ball. He's straight.
Bases are empty, one man out. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Now back. The left field.
Next, it'll be Christian Yelich. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
First offering on its way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home.
Nope. That's the ball.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
The 2-0 on the way.
Nope. That's inside.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And now on 3-0, they won't even bother throwing another pitch as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Next to hit, Keston Hiura, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Fouled off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Oh. 1-2.
Yelich leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. Popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Another 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Brewers strand 1. They lead it 1-0. So in now for Chicago, D. Strange Gordon back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Ned. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Pitch on the way. Now Anderson right back after it here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Oh, a diving stop. Nice grab, but no play at first, and that'll be scored a single.
Hey, listen, Dero, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner at first with no outs here. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Lays off 2-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ground ball right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Row. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. One run, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Here's Javier Baez as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Kane going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now. And next will be the imposing power bat, Daniel Vogelbach. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The 1-1.
Wanna play against each other in the show 2-0.
Travis Shaw waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Payoff pitch one more time.
Don't you have MLB The Show 2-0?
Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a liner. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And there's one away. Digging in next will be Travis Shaw. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one.
What is the stream then?
And looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here comes the 1-2.
What do you mean, what is the stream?
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Into the box, Omar Narvaez singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Out in front of it, strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Swing and a line drive. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you have a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
In now, Orlando Arcia. Popped him up. Contreras is there.
If you are enjoying the Southwest One stream, feel free to hit the follow button. If you don't, he will ring your doorbell until you do so.
Leaves one. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Cubs,
Thank you, Heidi.
the center fielder, number 8, Ian.
Here's the first pitch. Ian Happ is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
So 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Arcia has it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now back, right
So 1 down, no one aboard. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. And now the first pitch. The 1-0.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. first pitch on its way. There goes the runner. Strike taken to throw. He's in time. Narvaez throws him out.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for 3.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Ball 2.
Got to take your hat off to the pitcher right here. He's throwing a little pesky at bat at him right here. Could have easily just took 3 pitches and walked back to the dugout.
Here now the 2-2. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Yelich going back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left, his first home run of the season, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt.
At the plate, Matt Duffy. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Halfway home tonight from American Family Field. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Brett Anderson.
Brett Anderson.
Now here's the first offering.
Oh.
The 1-0 home.
Right. Woo.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
And strike three called as he gets a little help there. One away.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. Swing and a flare down the line. Here comes Marisnick. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Ro, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Into the box now, Avisail Garcia. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The 1-0. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second.
Well, he just showed off why he's known for having one of the better arms in the league from behind the dish. He had a big lead at first, but it didn't matter. That was a great throw.
Two balls and a strike.
2-1.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
2 quick outs from the 8-9 guys in the order, but the top of the order, it's a different story. A knock and then another single back-to-back, and now you've got traffic with the big guys coming up.
And here's Christian Yelich now, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand one. Our score remains 2-1. Now to the plate, D. Strange Gordon. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the sixth. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike one. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now back. Left field.
Here's Chris Bryant now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Swing and a line drive. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The catcher, number 40.
So now with 2 out and the bases empty, it's Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the AB now. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Garcia gloves it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Brewers 1. Stepping in once again is Keston Hiura. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First delivery to him.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
The 1-0 home is a ball high and inside.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Through first and hustling for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. The Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Jake Arrieta takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Daniel Vogelback's next as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Hiura leads off second with nobody out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So stepping in is Travis Shaw, trying here to plate the tying run from second. And now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. From the belt, the pitch.
Oh. 1-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Omar.
So next to bat will be Omar Narvaez. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First delivery to him. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Narvaez brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. The 0-1. 1-1.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. Opposite field to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
A pause. And the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 run, 7 hits. And no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Two and two. Here it is. bounce to first. Rizzo is there. And the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. The Brewers strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brent Suter will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Manny Pena is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now the pitch.
No, that's high.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Here it comes. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now the 2-1. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Catches the corner, got him looking.
Nice job there, taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Lifetime in this matchup. He's gone 5 for 13. He's taken him deep once. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here it comes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Fouled off. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Popped up. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Seventh inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. Cubs lead it 2-1. Rowan Wick gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
Chicago, number 50.
Now it'll be Manny Pena, who's newly entered into
The catcher, Manny
He's set and the pitch. Late that time for a strike. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a liner. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
In now is Lorenzo Cain as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm, he's 0 for 4. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Two-well count, the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a full count to Cain, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Bouncer up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Avisail Garcia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. ready with the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. From the stretch. Liner in there for a base hit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Gio, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
So now to the plate, Christian Yelich.
That's the ball.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
The batter, the second baseman.
Next, here is Keston Hiura in his career versus this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. First delivery to him. No balls and a strike to count. Again, another foul ball. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Too high. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game. Throw won't get him.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game. After being down by 1, Giro, that base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
So here Roberto Osuna takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. First offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Fastball well outside.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Popped him up. Duffy is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now with the plate is Travis Shaw, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. Colton Wong, he called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The 2-0. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs 2. Devin Williams has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38.
Ready to begin the 8th. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense.
Now the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. Pena goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Marisnick is retired, and there's one away.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Standing in now, Roberto Osuna. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Patrick Wisdom will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 59.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 home. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen. Now to bat, Matt Duffy, who bounced out last time up. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Oh.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
And he misses 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has a read on it, and that's the third out. Cubs are down in order. They trail 3-2. Keegan Thompson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 71, Keegan Thompson.
Now at the plate here is Orlando Arcia. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Orlando Arcia.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The windup and the 0-1.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Here's another 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Arcia is retired, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 9.
So now to the plate, Manny Pena. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Here comes the 1-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
In now, Lorenzo Cain. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Bryant gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Josh Hader comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 71.
Set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, D. Strange Gordon.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare taking on another team's closer trying to get back into a game, especially in the 9th inning. But having your leadoff guy up to start that inning is as good as you could have hoped for. So let's see if he can get something started here.
No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pitch is popped up. Hader in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next, it'll be Chris Bryant. In his career against this pitcher, he's 4 for 13. He also has 1 home run. Now the first pitch. Ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That's wide, 2-0. Here it comes. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. Well, this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Now the 2-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So the next at bat will be Wilson Contreras, grounded out in his last at bat. First pitch on the way. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Slider laid off for a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. The 2-1. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk it, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Brent Suter earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Josh Hader earns the save out of the bullpen, his 23rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.